How's it going, everyone? Today seems to be like a great day for new game announcements and a lot of reason to rejoice as Aspyr has officially announced the Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Oh, and what's that? It's due out on March the 14th. I like to see this in gaming in general when games are announced, surprisingly, and then the turnaround time for them are so quick that it gives us ample time to get excited, but we don't have to wait that long for these games. And I'm not gonna front you guys, Star Wars Battlefront was a game that I grew up playing, but definitely doesn't hold the nostalgic value to me like it does a lot of other people. Now, I know Battlefront 2 in particular, is beloved by so many people, so I can certainly understand why people are gonna be so excited for these games, but the overview of the collection from Aspyr notes this: fight in iconic battles from across the Star Wars galaxy, play the classic Star Wars Battlefront games on modern consoles, online and offline. That is the huge addition that is noted. You can play these games online. That is going to add a huge element to Battlefront 1 and 2 Classic Collection here. We'll go into both games, but you're going to be able to play them both online and offline. The Classic Collection includes Star Wars Battlefront Classic, includes bonus map Jabba's Palace, and Star Wars Battlefront 2 includes bonus map Cloud City, Renvar Harbor, Renvar Citadel, and Yavin 4 Arena. Includes bonus heroes, Adventurous, and Kit Fisto. Key features note traverse the galaxy in campaign mode and Galactic Conquest. Galactic Conquest, devise your strategy, recruit your troops, and execute your tactical vision for conquering the galaxy. Star Wars Battlefront campaign experience iconic battles from Star Wars Episode 1 to Episode 6. Star Wars Battlefront 2 campaign, join the rise of Darth Vader's elite 501st Legion of Stormtroopers and massive locations with up to 64-player online support. Can we get a hell yeah for that? Fight on the ground, Wookiee warriors, jet troopers, and more in massive multiplayer action. You've got the ability to drive iconic vehicles, speeder bikes, ATSTS, ATRTs, and more in offensive and defensive battles. Pilot legendary starship, TIE fighters, X-Wings, and more in space and air dogfights. And you've got expanded Hero Assault. Hero Assault is playable on all ground maps, including Death Star, Kashyyyk, Kamino, and Naboo for the first time ever. Fight with heroes and battle with villains, including Darth Maul, General Grievous, Darth Vader, and many more. You've got Yoda, Luke Skywalker, and many others on the hero side as well. Look, I'm not gonna front to you guys. I'm not crazy about Star Wars. I didn't grow up watching all the movies. I don't have that crazy affinity towards the IP that a lot of you guys have. However, if you were growing up during the mid-2000s, I feel like everybody that was into video games had friends that were super into Battlefront, or you were just super into Battlefront yourself. And getting both of these games in one collection, I just think people are going to be incredibly excited for this. And credit to Aspyr, because they've been doing a lot of good work in terms of porting these older games to newer platforms. They just did the Tomb Raider 1 to 3 collection, and that is being received really well. And they did Star Wars Force Unleashed on the Nintendo Switch, and so on and so forth. And the game itself, it's priced at $35. I'm looking at it on the Nintendo eShop. Sometimes we are dealing with a Nintendo tax, so I'm trying to find the price point of this on other platforms. I would imagine it's going to be $35 across the board. Here, I got it on PlayStation Store. Okay, so it's $34.99, and then if you are a PlayStation Plus subscriber and you pre-order it, it'll be $31.49. Look, I think that is something that most people are going to be fine with, given the fact that this is such a nostalgic game for so many people, and they probably could have gotten away with a $40 or, God forbid, a $50 price tag, but I feel like $31.49, that's a pretty respectable price point, and given that, you know, the discount is exclusive to Plus subscribers, well, I imagine most of you guys do want to take this game online, and having 64-player online play, that is going to be remarkable. It wasn't noted if there is going to be cross-platform play. It would suck if there wasn't, you know, if you want those big matches with 64 players online. It would be great if that was across the board available to all players and everybody could jump in. You know, cross-platform play, keep a healthy community, but I think this is going to do really well, and given the nostalgia and the love that Battlefront does have as an IP, Obviously, EA did their reboot of Battlefront. Battlefront 1 came out, I want to say, back in 2015, and then Battlefront 2 came out in 2017, and those games were received kind of mixed. Battlefront 1, I think, was severely lacking in content. Battlefront 2 expanded it a little bit, but ultimately, I think people were disappointed at launch, but that game did continue to get updates and expand, and ultimately became a pretty decent multiplayer title. But the longevity that people had from Battlefront 2, like, we're talking people play this game a decade and a half after its initial release. It is a beloved game, and it released on like every platform as well. PC, Xbox, PlayStation 2, I want to say. PSP, and when I think about a PSP Star Wars Battlefront, I'm thinking Renegade Squadron as far as Star Wars games go, but I believe it was Renegade Squadron. There were so many, and yeah, definitely a great title to see get ported as well. Battlefront 1 came out back in 2004, overwhelmingly positive reception, 96% on Steam across the 3,518 reviews, and you know, that's priced at $9.99, and Battlefront 2 came out in 2005, and that's priced at $9.99 as well. Now, obviously not at launch was it $9.99, but to get these games revamped and introduced to a newer audience with a couple of refinements as well, like, these aren't gonna be full up, ground up remakes or anything like that, but I think the people that are going to be super excited for it are the people that are going to play it from a nostalgia standpoint, and then that dialogue will just expand in other people, because bear in mind that the original game came out in 2004. If you were born in the year of 2000 or 99, you were like 3-4 years old, to 5 years old when the initial game came out, you probably didn't play it, but now you're a full-grown adult and you hear a lot of other people talking about it, you know, in their mid-30s or whatever. You're gonna probably hear that dialogue and get pretty excited for it yourself. This just came out of nowhere. There were no rumors or anything like this circulating. Like, it's one thing where Hi-Fi Rush got announced today as well, and that'll be coming out March 18th, and I'm super excited for that. I've talked up Hi-Fi Rush ad nauseum on this channel, and I guess, you know, maybe if you look at it from an Aspire standpoint, they put out Tomb Raider 1 to 3 Remaster. They've been porting a lot of these classic titles, and they've been doing a pretty good job with them. I feel like they found a pretty good lane for themselves. If you look at Aspire's titles that they've been bringing out, you're talking Star Wars Force Unleashed on Nintendo Switch. That got quite a little bit of buzz, and obviously it's all relative. These aren't going to get the buzz of the top-level new releases like a Dogma 2 or something like that, but as a budget title, and look at this again. This is a game with an online focus, and I think word of mouth is going to be super strong for this game. And another title that's not priced at $60. You're getting 2 games for $35. You can make the argument they're 20-year-old games. They should be fairly cheap, but I just think the fact that they're $30 to $35 if you pre-order at $31.49, I think that's going to be a very attractive option for a lot of people looking for a multiplayer title. As long as, you know, the multiplayer is fleshed out, there's a strong community, you guys get the deal. I think this is going to do fairly well, and credit to Aspire for pulling this off with a lot of their ports and whatnot. On top of that, the PlayStation blog does have a rundown of some of the new features you can expect with this classic release. Bonus content, classic bonus content has been restored, included, and is premiering for the first time on PlayStation. We welcome Jedi General from the Clone Wars and members of the Jedi High Council. Kit Fisto as a playable hero. Kit's special abilities are Saber Throw and Force Orb, making him a fierce contender in Hero Assault for hybrid, ranged, and melee players. Villain fans don't feel left out. We've also brought the Link-sabing wielding Sith Assassin Ventress. Asajj's special abilities are Star Blades and Force Push, making her a great choice for close-range encounters and quick escapes. With that being said, Battlefront Classic has 17 total maps, Battlefront 2 has 22 ground maps, 6 space maps, and 9 more space maps exclusive to the single-player campaign and Galactic Conquest. You've got up to 64-player online multiplayer, and that is back. We're excited to announce that cross-gen multiplayer is supported, so looks like no cross-platform multiplayer, given that they're specifying cross-gen multiplayer, so whether you're playing on PS4 or PS5, get ready to jump in. You've got Conquest, capture control points and deplete enemy resources, capture the flag, play with 1 or 2 flags on the ground or in space, hunt, clear the battlefield as soldiers, or defend your planet as native species. Yes, you can play as an Ewok. Assault, space pilot, legendary starships, TIE fighters, X-Wings, and more in space and air dogfights. Hero Assault, originally only available on Tatooine. Hero Assault pits heroes against villains in an arena battle for the highest score. We've expanded Hero Assault to be playable on all ground maps, which means you can face off on the Death Star, Kamino, Naboo, and many more locations. Now, Looking for an offline solo experience? XL mode premieres on PlayStation. Storm the sandy beaches of Kashyyyk, survive the dusty dunes of Genosis, or relive the iconic Hoth battle complete with AT-AT snipers, mounted guns, snow spreaders, and Tau cables. The return of Galactic Conquest as well. Craft your own Star Wars story in Galactic Conquest. Devise your strategy, recruit your troops, and execute your tactical vision for conquering the galaxy. Will Luke Skywalker kneel to the might of the Empire? Will Mace Windu defeat Lord Sidious? The galaxy's fate is in your hands, and the classic single-player campaigns relive iconic battles from Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, and Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, and Star Wars Battlefront 1's campaign mode, where you'll be the center of the galaxy-shaping event. On top of that, join the elite 501st Legion of Stormtroopers and experience the rise of Darth Vader in Star Wars Battlefront 2's campaign mode. A few final details: offline 2-player split screen is included. Cozy up on the couch because 2-player split screen is included and it feels like an offline blast from the past. Trophies are included. A personal favorite is execute Order 66, defeat a Jedi hero by knocking them off the map in Battlefront 2, and they also note thank you for 20 years. We hope you enjoy reliving iconic battles from across the Star Wars galaxy. We'll see you online March the 14th. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Sound off there. Very curious to hear what you guys think. A very surprising announcement, came a little bit out of left field, to me at least. I'm not following Star Wars day and day, but yeah, this is a super exciting one. And I'm not even crazy about Battlefront from a nostalgia standpoint, and I'm excited about it. I can only imagine those of you that grew up playing Battlefront like hardcore. There were people that were sinking hours upon hours into it, and to get it revitalized, new community, that's going to be pretty exciting. PS5, PS4, Xbox One Series, Nintendo Switch, and PC, running the gamut of all platforms. But that'll do it for me. Your thoughts down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.